lying down on the back, starting to feel our hips very heavy onto the roller, feeling our shoulder blades wrapping around, and just thinking of the breath inhaling through the nose and then gently exhaling through the mouth. As you inhale, you want to feel how your breath is opening your ribs out to the sides, and as you exhale, you want to try to release the chest a bit down towards the roller. Let's take the arms all the way up to the ceiling and back, and then open them through the sides and down. When you do these circles, try to make the arms very heavy towards the floor. Allow your elbows to bend a little bit. You will feel the chest opening. You will feel also a nice kind of massage on your shoulder blades through the roller. Let's have one more, going all the way up and back and opening the arms to the sides, keeping them to the sides. We're going to start to roll a bit from side to side. And as you roll, you want to feel how the roller is pushing the shoulder blade out away from your spine and then pushing the opposite shoulder blade away from your spine. So just melting your back into the roller. Go just a few more times from side to side. Allow your hips to go even further, transferring the weight from side to side. And then gently coming to the center, placing the hands by your sides. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, start to roll your hips towards you, flattening your back into the roller, and then gently release the tailbone out. And again, starting to roll the hips in a little bit, bringing the tailbone between the legs, and then slowly opening and releasing. As you do this, feel also the belly button pulling back a bit, and start to make the movement a little bit bigger. So as you roll the hips in, you can push from the feet and bring the hips a little bit up, and then slowly roll your back down, chest releases, and then the ribs, the hips, all the way down. And again, rolling the back up, pushing from the feet, and rolling down, releasing each vertebra towards the roller again. Inhaling and exhaling to come up one more time, and then rolling yourself slowly back down. Take the arms up to the ceiling again, interlace the fingers, and start to reach the arms to the diagonal, to the side, and then gently to the other side. So creating a little bit of a twist in the spine. One arm is pulling on the other to go sideways. The gaze will go with the eyes. The hips and the knees can drop to the opposite direction. Good. And again, placing the arms by your sides. Start by inhaling. And then as you exhale, pull in the stomach and start to lift one leg towards the chest. Inhale again. And as you exhale, slowly lower the leg back down. Inhale. Exhale, collecting the ribs and the stomach. Transfer the weight and bring the opposite foot up. Bring the knee towards the chest. And then slowly again lower it back down. Very controlled. Inhaling to expand the ribs. Exhaling, the ribs pull in the stomach, the hips ground into the roller, the leg comes up. And then again, slowly lower the leg down, keeping the ribs intact, keeping the stomach pulled in. Release it completely. Inhale. And again, exhale, ribs, stomach, hips pushing into the roller. Bring the left leg up. And then very gently lower the leg, slowly back down. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale gently, bringing one leg up towards the 90 degrees and the opposite arm. Inhale in place, and as you exhale, reach the leg forward and the arm a little bit back, and then slowly bring it back in. As you do this, you want to keep the ribs and the hips in the front close together and pull the arm and the leg away. So this is the oppositional force that you want to have. Inhaling. Exhaling, ribs connect, stomach connects, arm and leg pull away from each other, and then bringing it in. Inhale, and then as you exhale, reaching out and pulling the stomach in at the same time, and then bringing it slowly back in. And you're going to slowly just switch. Inhaling, and then exhaling, bringing the left leg up and the right arm. Inhale in the center, and then exhale, pull in the stomach and reach the arm and the leg away from each other, and then slowly back in. You can notice as you're doing this movement, what is happening with your right foot, the one that is on the floor. Is it pushing the floor really hard? Can you make that foot very light on the floor and maybe feel the stomach having to engage even more? Same with the left hand on the floor, making sure that it's not pushing too much, not helping you too much. And again, go back to the breath. So you inhale when the leg is in, and you can exhale to release it slowly back down. Again, open your arms to the side and just roll a bit. Right and left, releasing the shoulder blades. Again, releasing the hips gently. And then gently roll off the roller. And just feel how your back is nice and soft and very wide on the floor. Let's allow the knees to drop from right to left. Again, feeling that nice twist in the spine, kind of massaging the back on the floor. Placing the feet, grounding them down, inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly start to roll your hips again up towards the ceiling. This time you will have a little bit more of a way to go up, and then lower it slowly down. Again, starting with the pelvic floor muscles engaging stomach, roll your hips slowly up towards the ceiling, and then roll them all the way back down. Inhaling and exhaling to roll up. This time you're going to stay up and you're going to start to bring the knees close to one another and then open slowly. Again, knees close to each other and then open. As the knees come towards each other, feel how your inner thighs are working and also feel how your pelvic floor muscles can engage even further. Again, bringing the knees close and opening pec to parallel. Let's do one or two more, just in and back out, and then lower the hips slowly down to the floor. Let's hug the knees to the chest, bringing them a little bit from side to side, releasing in the hip muscles, releasing your lower back gently, and then place the feet back down. And let's turn on to the right side. Take your legs to a 90 degrees, 90 degrees in the hip joint, 90 degrees in the knee joint. Start by just breathing in, inhaling, and then gently exhaling. With the next inhale, bring the left knee and the left leg, floating it up to hip height or a little bit higher, and then slowly lowering the leg down. So again, just floating the leg parallel to the other leg up a little bit, and then lowering it with the breath out. Inhaling, expanding in the ribs and the hips, and the leg will come up, and then release it slowly down. Next time, keep the leg up and start to reach the leg out and away from you, and then bend it slowly back in. So you're going to straighten the leg in one line with the body as you reach it out, and then bend it in. Keep your waist very long. Again, reaching the leg out and away, and bending the knee slowly back in. Good. Let's do one more time. Reaching the leg really, really far out, and then gently place the leg on the floor, still really far away from you. Reach it in even further out as you bring it up, and then lower it slowly down. And again, reach the leg out and away from the hip, away from the rib cage, and then lower down. As you do this movement, make sure that your knee is not locked, that your foot doesn't need to be flexed or points. It's just heavy towards the floor. And the more you release in the leg, the more you will feel the buttocks working. Keep the leg up and start to rotate it out, and then rotate it back in. Rotating the leg to a turned out position, and then back in. Trying to screw the leg out, keep it turned out, and bring it up 10 times. 9, 8, 7, pulsing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just slowly release down. Straighten both legs a little bit in front of the body, and you can lean back a little bit. And then as you exhale, you pull in the stomach and you bring both legs off the floor. And then you slowly lower them back down. And again, 2 legs are going to come up and then lower slowly. Pulling in the stomach, breathing out, breathing the legs up. And then lower the legs slowly down. And then let's bend the knees again to a 90 degrees. And open your left arm back and just gently stretch here. Take a big inhale and then gently exhale. Good. You're going to come up into the sixth position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And let's bring the roller in front of us, placing the hands on the roller. You're going to roll your back forward, arching the back, and then rolling the back in, round your back. So pulling your head in and then out as you arch, and then rolling the hips in and rounding the back as you bring the roller closer. Reaching the roller out, opening the chest, and then roll it back in. Don't think too much of this movement. Just try to move and feel what is happening with your back. Just allow it to go in every direction that it feels comfortable. Opening the chest, you can lean forward a little bit towards the roller in order to open even more. And then just place the roller to the side. And let's go down onto the left side, bringing the legs again to a 90 degree place, placing the right hand on the floor. Inhaling, and then gently just exhaling. With the next inhale, bring the right leg also up. And with the exhale, just lower it slowly down. So as you continue to do this movement, feel your right side of the waist very long and feel your hips really far away from you. So you inhale, expanding in the ribs and the hips, and the right leg will come up, and then lowering it slowly down. Keep the leg up on the next time it goes up, and then reach it out and away from you. Leg in one line with the body, and then bend it slowly back in. And again, reach the leg out and away. And then bend it slowly, keeping your hips really placed, making sure that they're not rolling towards you. Reaching the leg out, and then slowly place it on the floor. Reach it even further out as you start to bring it a little bit up, and then lowering it slowly down. Again, reaching it out and up, making sure that the foot is relaxed, that the knee is not locked. Reaching the leg up, let's keep it there and start to turn it out inside the socket and then turn it back in. As you turn it out, think of the heel coming forward. Think of really lengthening and reaching the leg even further out, screwing it out, and then in, and then keep the leg turned up. We're going to bring it up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Stretch both legs out and a little bit in front of you. Lean back and start with the breath out to bring both legs a little bit off the floor, and then lower down. Again, with the breath out, stomach pulls in, both legs come up, and then you slowly lower them down. Again, stomach pulled in, legs go up, and lower slowly. And again, legs go up, and then gently lower them down. Bend the knees again, bring them forward, and bring the right arm back into a twist. Again, just inhaling gently in this position, and exhaling completely out. Good, one more breath. And slowly release. Let's come up once again into the sixth position. Just placing the hands right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Start by opening the chest and look up. And then slowly roll the hips, the waist, the chest, and the head all the way in. And again, releasing from the seat bones and opening all the way up to the head. So again, rolling your back all the way in, pushing the floor away from you. And then opening gently out. Open your chest and look up. Again, starting with the pelvic floor muscles, seat bones, rolling all the way in. And then start by opening the seat bones, releasing the pelvic floor muscles and opening the chest. And then gently flip your feet over and let's go up into the triangle position. Making sure the shoulder blades are wide. There's space between the shoulders and the ears. Thinking of your hips pulling up and the heels reaching down towards the floor. And just think of your breath opening the ribs out to the sides. And with the breath out, think of lengthening the seat bones back and the head dropping forward. One more time, just inhaling here nicely and exhaling. Bring your hands a little bit further forward, and you're going to start to come forward into the plank position. And then slowly back. Make sure you breathe. So inhale and then exhale as you come up and pulling the stomach in. And then reaching the seat bones back and the heels down. So coming forward into the plank position. And then going back into the triangle. Just moving from these two positions. Push the mat actively out to the sides as you come forward. And as you go back, make sure you don't sink too much into the shoulder blades. Slowly place your knees down to the floor. And just release your head and your shoulders forward. Bring your hips back, head and shoulders forward. Just releasing for a moment, allowing also your hips to move a bit from side to side. Good. And very gently just come up, stand on your knees, sit on your knees. Let's go into the squatted position, allowing your weight to fall onto your ankles. Bringing your weight a little bit forward and back. And then very gently just reach your hips up to the ceiling, allowing the head and the shoulders to fall. Make sure you don't stretch the knees too much. You bend them a little bit and allow your upper back to be very heavy. Bending one knee even further, stretching the opposite arm a bit forward. And then switching gently. So allowing this movement to happen in the hips and in the chest. From side to side, looking underneath the arm that is reaching forward. And then through the center, pulling the stomach and start to roll up through the back. Place your hands on your lower back and go with your chest up and back to stretch. Very nice. Come back to the center. Let's take just a moment to stand on one leg. So you're going to stand on your left leg. Making sure that you don't lock the knee that you are standing on, pulling the stomach up, reaching the arms forward and up as you inhale, and as you exhale, open the arms out to the sides and down. Again, inhale to go up. As the arms open, think of the top of the head reaching further up to the ceiling. Inhale to bring the arms up, and exhale to slowly lower down. One more time. All the way around, pushing from the left foot into the floor. One more. Very nice. And then let's slowly just switch. So bringing yourself onto the right leg, making sure that you're pulled up on the hip, that the knee is not locked. Let's take the arms through the sides up to the ceiling and then bringing them lower down towards the floor. Up through the sides and lowering them through the center of the body. Inhaling again as the arms go up, thinking of the ribs pulling up away from the hips. And as the arms go down, think of pushing the air down in order to pull the top of the head even more up. Feel how your right foot is placed on the floor. Good, and then gently release. Let's interlace the fingers and bring them up towards the ceiling. Feet grounding into the floor. Just take a circle to one side. Rolling your upper back, pulling the arms out and away. Gently go one more circle to the same side, feeling your hips very stable, the knees not locked, the feet pulling into the floor, and go to the opposite direction, just reaching around. Again, feeling one arm really pulling on the other, pulling the shoulder blades out and away, pulling the ribs up and away from the hips. Very good. Twice around, and then release. Slowly down. Place your feet together, place your hands together.